Hi, I'm Alexander Mazzei, and I want to share a little bit about where I came from and who I am. I started out as an entertainer. I was doing magic, theater, dance, comedy, gymnastics, puppetry, and more. And I realized the value of sharing smiles and laughter with my audience to bring us closer together. Eventually, I became a professional and I started traveling all over the world. I opened up for the Village People in Australia. I opened up for the biggest pop star in Poland, Kaya. And I even found time to go and work with kids in orphanages, domestic violence centers, and cancer patients of these families who were watching their children fight for their lives, and they haven't been able to laugh or smile for years. And I was able to walk in there and lighten the room, lighten the mood, and the value I was able to share there was unbelievable. And I want to do more of that. So let's fast forward a little bit in time. My father and my stepdad passed away, and my mom had breast cancer, and thank God she was able to beat that. But at that moment in my life, I lost the ability to find joy, and I couldn't find it in myself, so I had a hard time sharing it. So I kind of discovered what my passions were, and I look back when I was a child. Growing up at Christmas time, we used to watch my uncle, who worked in the movie industry. He would come home every Christmas and put on this amazing reel of all these special effects and explosions and everything that he did in all these blockbuster movies. And we would sit there and watch it, and I would be in awe, and I was like, wow, one day I want to do something like that. So when I had that dark period in my life, I ended up picking up a camera and discover what it was like to shoot videos and to take pictures and to do something. And I was able to continue traveling and not necessarily have to be on all the time as the entertainer. So I hooked up with a staging company, and we traveled all over the country setting up Ultra Music Fest, Country Music Awards, NASCAR, NCAA Championship, Monster Jam. So we got to see some of the most spectacular events, and my job at the time was to set up the stages, the lights, the audio, and we would wait until the stage had to come down. So during that time, I would pick up my camera, and I wanted to share these experiences with the people who I cared about. So I got really into it. I shot these videos and I put it down into 1 minute so I could send it to my friends and family, and I got better and better and better at it until I turned that into a business. So now I started doing this more and more and spending less and less time doing the staging labor. And I got so good at it that I started branching out, and I really believed that I had what it took. So I packed all my things, took my life savings to Los Angeles, and I started a team in Los Angeles and in India. And I really thought that I could do this, and we were doing really, really well. I started with the hoverboards as one of the first products that we were doing in marketing, just kicking butt, until one day they started blowing people's homes up. And I just watched everything just tank, and I had 2 shipping containers worth of stock and customs. We were paying for the storage until I ended up running out of money. So I had to make some decisions, and some of them were really tough, and I had to come back to New York. And when I got back here, I connected with some friends, and they said, what's going on? And I was just broken. I felt so sad that I wasn't able to do it. I went out there with this mission, I had this vision, I had this dream, and I failed. So I said, you know what, this isn't gonna stop me. So I started again. I worked a little harder every day. I got up early. I worked until I couldn't stay up anymore, and I just kept grinding. And I eventually started to learn how to take all these different tools that I learned, all the different resources. I took the time to learn how to do the SEO and all the different online social media. When I was in California, I was living with a lot of influencers, so I learned how important it was to be able to use that social media to get out and have a voice and share stuff that was viral and important to the consumer. So I took all this knowledge when I got back to New York, and I started this company called thinkspecialist.com. And we are now able to take a snapshot of exactly where you are, look at what you're doing well, what you're not, and we're able to create the perfect plan to execute it, to get you more customers, more money, and just really help you flourish that business. I know how hard it is to sit there and try to run your business and do everything well as trying to figure out, well, what am I going to post today? I got all these people on my social media, they want to see stuff, I don't even know what to do. So let us take care of that. That's what we're going to be able to do for you. We're going to be able to show you how to get more followers, how to get more engagement, how to get people to become customers and convert. There's a lot of different little tricks that we use to get you positioned properly so that the conversions happen more oftenly. And when we discover what's working, we take that throttle and push it all the way up. So I want to join you on this journey. Give us a call or find us on thinkspecialist.com. All right, I'm Alexander Mazzei, and thank you for watching, and I look forward to working with you guys soon.